Hi everyone. Okay, so it's day something like 8 of the coronapocalypse. Okay, so since I my work life changed, and I've been working on trying to put videos out. It's a new format for me, so I have discarded many videos. Anyways, that's trying to be productive. I think from speaking to friends and family, it does seem like boredom is setting in, restlessness. It's like for some people, it's like they've watched all the shows they wanted to watch, or as much as they could handle. They've cleaned the rooms that they're ever going to clean or closets that they've ever wanted to clean. And it's like, what else can they do? So anyways, I'm trying to be productive and trying to figure out the whole video format. And there have been some good days and some bad days. So today I feel like there's some good energy around that I can work with. I feel pretty good. So I'm going to put a few things together here. I was talking about energy in another video. So I'm going to try some movements to energize the joints and then incorporate that into what we do on the mat. Okay. And so what I have for props now, if you don't have these, get out, start taking those cushions off your couch, or, if you have a pillow on your bed that you want to work with, you might need more than one, but okay, this is what I have. So I have 2 weighted balls. These are 2-pound balls, and I like them because they're squishy, right? Some of those weighted balls are like hard as rock, but these I like. Then I've got this ball, which is, a coach ball or a Pilates ball, or also squishy, right? Squishy. And then a block. Okay, so these are things that I have, but, get what you have. Get those cushions, or trying to think of what else. I mean, maybe you got some bags of lentils you could even use for some of this. So something that's a little bit soft. If it doesn't spring back, I mean, just, work with what you have. Okay, so I'm going to stand up to do some of these movements. And the idea is to try and energize our joints with these movements. Okay, so I'm just in all my clothes here. All right, so start with your one foot, and can you make like a pumping motion? Okay, so like pumping the brake. Pump, 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 pump. Hang on to something if you need to. My balance is pretty good right now, but could change any second. All right, so I got the pumping motion. Okay. Other side, so pumping. So remember that this is the motion that sends the blood back to the heart, right? Notice how it feels might feel good in your ankles. You're not really using your calf muscles a lot. It's literally the joint itself. So think of moving, energizing the joint itself. Okay. All right. So we'll try the same thing at the hips. And so if one leg can come forward, just a little pulsing, pumping motion there. I could turn to the side so you could see me better, but that will throw my balance off. Okay, so it's right where the hips fold, and it's the leg in the socket that's moving, right? Just notice if you're tightening up any muscles you don't need to. Just try to move the leg, isolate the joint. Okay, do the other side. Isolate the joint. Okay, and this is where there's a lot of lymph nodes in this area, right? So this is helping the lymphatic system. The lymphatic system needs to move. It needs to take the toxins out of our body, and all the organs that do the filtering dump into the lymphatic system. And it's like our garbage collection system, right? We need that. Okay, so into the arm. So or the shoulder, really. So one arm forward, and it's just going to be a pumping motion here. Okay, I know it looks like my arm is kind of doing some floppy thing, or sorry, it looks like my hand is, because I have it's the contrast, I think, between my skin and the black, but it's really coming from the shoulder, the motion. Everything else is stiff. Got the joint going. All right. Okay, other arm. Pulse, 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 pulse. Great. Okay, so it's all those lymph nodes around the breasts, around the armpit, kind of going up into the upper chest here as well. Right. So getting all those going. Okay, I'm trying to make it as small and precise. Okay, now I like to do this out to the side as well. So try that. I think of this as like a bird flapping its wings, right? And they get the power in their wings to lift off. I don't know what a bird's shoulder joint looks like, but I'm sure there's some power in there, and it's spread out through the wings though. Okay, switch. Okay, that's it. I'm saying that's it because I'm seeing myself. I think I'm doing pretty good. That's it, just really moving in the socket. Okay, all right, so the same thing with the head and neck. So you're just nodding. And that's very precise movement. Okay, so just find that little pulsing action. Nod, nod, pulse, pulse, or pump, pump. And I think of a, like a water pump with this, right? And this might be a little more for the nervous system because it might help the nervous system more because the base of your skull and the top of your spine, like things get stuck there. We know that. Tension. This might just help the nervous system flow a little better. All right, so hopefully you feel more energized in your joints. And I'm just going to check the time left on this because I keep running out when I try to make a video. So, all right, because the camera lets me go for just over 30 minutes. So we'll try to finish in 30 minutes. All right, so I hope you can see me on my mat. You can see the purple mat here. Try to set it up so you can see more of me. Okay. Until I get a production crew, this is the best I can do right now. Okay, so coming onto the mat. Okay, and on your back. All right, so let's just take both arms up to the ceiling for a moment. We're going to lift the shoulders off the mat and then take them back down. keeping my fingers wide and my palms facing each other. And as the shoulders come down onto the mat, see if your arm bones can sink into the sockets. Yeah, so up and then sink into the sockets. All right, so let your arms sink into the sockets. Your collarbones have opened up. They're nice and wide. One arm goes overhead. I hope I have enough room. Okay, I'm good. Okay, so we're going to take one overhead, the other one down by your side. All right, so remember not to force anything. So going overhead, you don't need to touch the floor. Okay, so your arm bone is in the socket and it stays nice and smooth in the movement. Okay, we're going to turn your head away from that arm. And just turn away. Nice and heavy in your head. Okay. All right, so we're going to just bring both arms down to your side. I'm going to take my block and put it under my pelvis, okay? Okay, so while I'm here, let's try a pelvic tilt if you want. So just try to tilt back and forth. And just notice, that around your hip and groin area, that there's no strain in this position. And then in your lumbar spine as well, your low back, no strain. Okay, and then find a good neutral. Take a breath. Exhale, draw your belly in. We'll bring one leg up into a tabletop position. Get as heavy as you can in your hip joint with that, and we're going to reach it forward. Okay, and pull it back. So take a breath. Exhale, belly, and reach forward and pull back. Okay. Inhale, bring the leg in. Exhale, reach. Okay, and just try to feel your leg taking weight in the socket as it comes back in. It's a good percentage of your body weight, right? So feel that in the socket. Okay. One more. Okay. All right. Other leg up. I'm going to just take a breath. Oh, I messed up that. Okay, so the leg is in. Take a breath first. Exhale, draw your belly in. Reach forward. Inhale back. Exhale, belly in and reach and back. So heavy thigh in the socket as you come back in. Really work on finding that weight in the socket on the way in, right? Just think of how much of your body weight is in your leg, right? There's a percentage which is not coming to mind right now, but it's a good percentage. Okay. One more time. Okay. All right. So try the tilt a couple of times here. As you're tilting, just notice your hip bones in front. We want them both to move. Okay, you can sometimes get stuck on one side of the pelvis, right? So notice that they're both moving. Okay, so we're going to pause there. I'm going to take one leg in again. Start with the first leg. Okay, and on your exhale, bring it forward. All right. So try to let your thigh bone get heavy inside your leg. We're going to lift the leg a little bit and then lower it a little bit. Okay, so take a breath. Exhale, we're wrapping your belly. We're going to lift the leg a little bit and we're going to lower it a little bit. And can you still feel that weight in the socket here? Okay, and if you feel something grabbing in the front of your hip, try turning your leg in. If it's still grabbing, try turning out. Okay? And then back down with the leg. Whew, that was intense today. Okay, other side. Leg comes up, take a breath. Exhale, tighten your corset, reach the leg. And we're going to get heavy let your thigh bone get heavy in your leg. Okay, it's one solid bone in your thigh, right? And we want it to drop to the back somehow. Okay, and we're going to just lower the leg and lift it. Lower and lift. Again, if you're getting grabbing in your hip, try turning your leg in. You might feel your thigh muscles, as long as it's not right in the groin or right in your hip. Yeah. If you need to turn your leg out, try that. Turning in seems to be better for me. One more. And take the leg down. Whew. Okay. Right, so I'm taking the block out. Just move it to the side a bit. Move into some pelvic tilts now. Okay. And let's try the other kind of pelvic motion where you're lifting one hip up and then sending it back down. So lift the hip and then find the weight in the socket as you lower it. Okay. Let's make them as even as you can. So one side you lift it up and then find the weight of your thigh bone to weigh it down. Other side lifts and then find the weight of your thigh. Okay. Okay, so I'm getting my weighted balls out and I'm putting one on each side of me. It's underneath my palms. We'll just have them there for we're going to do a few things with them, but we'll have them here for now. Okay, so you can just rest your arms on them, and your elbows can fall down to the floor. And we're going to just nod the head back and forth. Okay, so now we're going to try the nod and lift. And I'm not going to cue your breath for this. I just want you to, when you're ready, just nod your head in and then lift and back down. Okay, so my shoulders stay on the mat, just nodding and lifting. I'm using muscles down the front of my throat. It's really going down. If you can think of like where the collarbones meet in front, it's like these muscles go right down into that area. Okay. Okay, great. So, well, it felt good to me. Hopefully it felt good to you. So we'll try some breathing work, and we'll take your hands off the balls and put them on your ribs. And if you can bring them somehow, well, to the bottom of the ribs, but more to the sides where your ribs wrap around by your side seam. Okay, so we're going to take one breath in and three breaths out. It's in through the nose and out through the mouth. And on that exhale, we want to get that staccato breathing where it's that precise movement in the rib cage. Okay, so it's like, again, that pulsing or pumping movement in the ribs. Okay, and that strengthens the diaphragm, okay, which helps us with breathing. Okay, so just take one breath in through the nose, and then it's blow, blow, blow. It's hard for me to do that and speak, so I'll do my best with that. So inhale, and in, and one more. Okay. Okay, so hands on the balls again. Arms are straight. And as you do that staccato, can you press your straight arms down into the ball like we were doing before with that pumping motion, but now it's against, like we're actually going to pump into the balls. You can lift and like actually press down, or you can keep them down and just push them further, whatever is good for you. Okay, so inhale, in, one more time. Okay, so now I'm going to say we'll take the balls away and we're going to just lift your head. I'm going to lift my head if you want. Keep it down or lift it. It's up to you. I'm going to lift. And we're going to do the pulsing without the balls there. Okay, so basically we're doing that pulsing motion from before. Try not to shorten your body, so staying long through your spine, long through your front, and opening your collarbones, and we'll just try the pulsing 3 times. That would be 3 fingers. Yes. Okay, so inhale, exhale, nod and lift your head, and we'll take another breath. So inhale, in, one more, and down. Okay, we'll try it again. And so really from a, technical Pilates standpoint, that movement involves lifting. So as you inhale, you're lifting the arm, and then exhale to pump, pump, pump. Okay, so let's try that. Okay, so inhale first, exhale, nod and lift your head, collarbones open, breathe in, inhaling, and just to mention, I'm breathing loudly in lieu of actually saying blow or exhale. And there are some Pilates teachers and sort of approaches to Pilates where that is just an absolute no, that you make any noise when you breathe. So just have that in the back of your mind, and if you can do it quietly, then go for it. But I will be doing it noisily so you can hopefully hear something and keep pace with me. Okay, so inhale. We're nodding, lifting the head, by the way, collarbones wide. Inhale. And down. All right, great. How are we for time here? Make sure. Okay, 25 minutes. Good. Okay. Can you get your block out? So block or pillow, and we're going to put it between your thighs. And we're just going to try and make this more like a classical hundreds exercise. So lots of modifications that you can do. So it's a small lift of the head if you choose to do it, not a big curl. So it's pretty safe for anyone with fractures or osteoporosis. Just lifting your head, which is strengthening your neck and functionally will help help with stability of your spine. Okay, so as you move and live your life. So nodding and lifting the head, you can keep it down if you prefer. We're doing the pulsing of the arms, and it's a 3 count. We're sticking with the 3, and I've got the block between my thighs, and there's an option of lifting one leg or the other, because you got 2, right? Or both, if you so choose. Okay, so start small and you can build it up. So we'll do, how about 3 sets? And one with one leg, one with the other, and then you can choose to lift both the 3rd time if you want. So the first set will be one leg, and I'm just going to keep lowering it and lifting it. So take a breath here. Exhale, nod and lift your head, collarbones wide, one leg up. Inhale. And down. Okay. Give you a moment if it took you a bit longer. Okay. So inhale. Exhale, nod, collarbones wide, other leg up. Inhale. And down. All right, great. So this is our big finale, both legs up if you want. Take a breath. Exhale, nod, lift your head, collarbones wide, arms lift, legs. All right, so everything down. We're going to just bring these into your chest and just roll a bit right to left. Okay, can you roll to one side and just carefully come up? And great, it's 29 minutes and a bit, so stayed within the 30-minute timeline. Okay, so that was the movement for today. Hopefully this is my first successful video online, my successful mat class. I'll have to look at it before I post it. All right, so hope that helps. Hope you feel good. Take care of yourself and be well. Bye-bye.